PRCL locking plate system includes 4 sizes: mini system, small system, middle system, and large system. Applied to animals' weight from 0 to 60 kilograms. The implant includes bone plate and screw. This is PRCL locking bone plate. It has 4 features. The first feature is point contact. That means each hole of the plate has 2 points on its both sides. The plate contacts to the bone by these points. Such a structure, like arch bridge, is more stable. That will issue blood flow better and accelerate healing. The second feature is reconstruction. That means for reconstructing different shapes, the bone plate can be bent in plane. Can be bent out of plane. Can be bent torsionally. And also, it is cuttable. The third feature is compression. There are slide paths inside both sides of each plate hole. Along the slide paths, the screw slides to the center of plate hole, so it can make dynamical compression on the fracture line from 2 directions in order to compress the fracture line closer. The fourth feature is locking. There is thread in each plate hole. The locking screw can be locked inside it. Point contact, reconstruction, compression, locking, PRCL. There are 8 width plates of PRCL systems: 3.5 mm and 4 mm, 5 mm and 6.5 mm, 8 mm and 9 mm, 10 mm and 11 mm. Each PRCL system includes 2 different width bone plates, and these 2 different width bone plates have the same size holes. Next, let's take a look at the screw of PRCL system. Each PRCL system includes 2 different diameter screws. The green is locking screw, and the yellow is cortical screw. The diameter of locking screw is smaller than bone plate hole. Locking screw can be inserted in the bone hole with angle. Mini system uses 1 mm cortical screw and 1.6 mm locking screw. Small system uses 1.5 mm cortical screw and 2.4 mm locking screw. Middle system uses 2.4 mm cortical screw and 3.2 mm locking screw. Large system uses 2.7 mm cortical screw and 4 mm locking screw. The material of PRCL bone plate is commercially pure titanium. The material of screw is titanium alloy and is self-tapping. You can refer to conference list to choose suitable PRCL implants before the operation. PRCL locking plate system includes 4 types of dual sleeves: neutral dual sleeve, compressed dual sleeve, screw-in dual sleeve, and locking dual sleeve. 3 types of them apply to cortical screws. They are neutral dual sleeve, compressed dual sleeve, and screw-in dual sleeve. The locking dual sleeve only applies to locking screws. This is a neutral dual sleeve. Each side has 1 dual sleeve with different diameter, and the dual sleeve's head is spherical. So, it can roll in a plate hole, fore and aft, right and left with angle. The angle of fore and aft is 60 degrees, and the right and left is 9 degrees. We can drill a hole with angle. And the screw go along this angle. If the direction of angle is perpendicular to fraction line, passing through the plate hole, we can use the neutral dual sleeve and compressed dual sleeve to make a leg screw. First, with the thick side of neutral dual sleeve, drill a glide hole perpendicular to fraction line in the near cortex. Next, insert the compressed dual sleeve through the glide hole, drill a thread hole in the far cortex. Determine hole length with the depth gauge. Insert the cortical screw. This provides the compression along the fraction line. This is compressed dual sleeve. Its head is threaded. With the compressed dual sleeve, we can drill an eccentric screw hole in the plate hole. As screw head engages the gliding slope of plate hole, it pulls the bone move towards the fraction line. Compress the fraction line until the gap of the fraction line is disappeared. This is screw-in dual sleeve. Its head has threads. It can be locked in the plate hole, so we can drill a hole pass through the center of the plate hole. The cortical screw can be inserted in the bone perpendicularly through the center of the plate hole. So, during the operation, the cortical screw can be replaced by locking screw directly, because the locking screw must be inserted in the bone perpendicularly through the center of the plate hole. Now, let me show you the inserted sequence of PRCL system screws. As using PRCL locking plate, first of all, cortical screws should be inserted. They pull the bone clean to the plate. Then, according to the situations, you can use locking screws to replace the cortical screws, or insert the locking screws directly. The locking screws fixing is firmer than the corticals. This is locking dual sleeve. The external diameter of its head is equal to the plate hole's diameter. So, the locking dual sleeve and plate hole have a same center of circle. The locking screw can be inserted in the bone perpendicularly through the center of the plate hole. This is bending iron. With bending iron, the bone plate can be bent out of plane, can be bent torsionally. This is in-plane bending pliers. The design of structure can limit the bending angle to protect plate hole from deformation. These are in-plane bending jigs. One is for plate 3.5 mm, the other is for plate 4 mm, with a special pliers. The bending jigs can bend the mini bone plate in plane. This is bone plate cutting pliers. The pliers have two different sizes cutting edge gaps. Put bone plate into the gap. Locate the cutting edge line at a position between two plate holes. Then cut it. This is the bone plate cutting pliers of large PRCL system. It is detachable. This is depth gauge. It can determine the hole's length for the screw. The measurement is 2 mm increments longer than the real length, in order to make screw exert the far cortex 2 mm. These are dual stop and dual stop spanner. The dual stop can limit the depth of drilling. The drill stop often be used to drill a hole in near cortex in order to insert a single cortical locking screw. These are screwdriver insert and screwdriver handle. They are both quick couplings. This is screw forceps. When inserted a screw, it can hold the screw.